In today's video, I am going to be breaking down Jared McCain on Duke and, of course, how he plays and how he's able to score so many points. Now, really quickly, make sure to go check out my Prospects YouTube channel that is down in the description below if you want to see more NBA prospects. Also, if you want to be able to shoot the basketball better, make sure to go check out the shooting workout that is down in the description as well. Let's get down, let's check out Jared McCain and how he's able to score in college basketball. Okay, so the first thing that we really need to look at is, of course, the defense when it comes to college basketball versus the NBA. While the NBA still does use zone defenses, college basketball uses it quite a bit more. And here what we have is a zone defense with a zone offense where there's 4 guys in a square on one side of the court with 1 player on the complete opposite side. This is overloading that zone, and Jared McCain, being the shooter, is in the corner. This is going to allow him to be able to get open shots. And even if he didn't have that open shot, obviously they were quite worried about the Duke's post player. This defender was closing out with his hand up, but Jared McCain knows exactly how long it's going to take this player to close out to him, which means that he knows exactly how long he needs to be able to take that shot, and he has a nice, comfortable shot, and he does make it. Now, the one thing that you really have to watch for in basketball is the ability to drive and, of course, teammates. Here, he's able to drive to the rim. He's collapsed 3 defenders, 1, 2, and 3. What this tells us is that there's always somebody open along the perimeter or potentially cutting baseline. In this case, it was in transition, and they had a player who was open on the perimeter. Anytime that you drive, especially if you want to make a college team, if you draw multiple defenders, are you going to go 1-on-3, or are you willing to pass it out to an open player? Jared McCain is willing to pass it out to an open player who then is able to hit these 3-point shots, as we can see right here. Now, again, in somewhat of a transition, they're able to feed that ball to the wing. Again, this team is still in a man-to-man defense. Zone defense. They're really trying to cover that paint, and the player who has the ball is able to attack the paint to collapse multiple defenders. This is one of the easiest ways that you can attack a zone because no zone wants to have you in the key, which means that the zone is going to collapse in the key. Anytime that you attack that paint, if you can kick it out to an open player, that is going to allow you to have open shots. Jared McCain, however, is able to catch this ball. He goes off of his right foot, lands, goes left, right into his shot. He's nice and balanced, feet are shoulder width. They're pointed both at the rim, or at least slightly tilted. And his body is squared up all in the same direction. Not necessarily squared towards the rim, but facing in the same direction. You do not want to have your knees facing one way, your shoulders facing the other, and your feet facing another. Everything is lined up, which will allow him to have a straight shot. He's able to have a nice high release, elbow is above his forehead, and that allows him to hit that 3-point shot. Jared McCain actually has a really nice release. We can actually see that he releases with his elbow above his forehead. That's going to give him the arc, but if we actually watch the ball before it drops back in, this is not exactly a perfect angle to it. However, if we can see exactly the drop on that ball, it's about 45-46 degrees, which is within the range of perfect. You don't want to have a ball that is coming down from too high of a height, because if it's coming down too high and it hits the rim just by chance, well, guess what? It's going to bounce out. If it's within a 45 to 40 degree range, guess what? It's going to have the optimal ability to hit that rim and bounce in. While if it's coming in too shallow, that rim is going to look way too small and it's not going to go in at a high percent. So you need it to be within that 45 to 40 degree range for it to be able to have a higher chance of bouncing in. That's why you see or hear those players that say shooters bounce. Well, guess what? Having that ball drop within that certain range is going to give you that shooter's bounce. And then coming off the screen right here, we can see, actually, this is really good. So watch this. So he's coming off, Watch, if I can pause this in time, he catches on his left foot. Remember, you're allowed 2 steps. He goes right step, left step, and then now he is essentially squared up towards the rim. I kind of wish he was a bit wider on his foot or footwork, but this allows him to have that release that he likes, that allows him to have his body lined up the way that he likes. And this is the perfect footwork if you are coming off of a screen or just moving towards that side, catching it on your left, going right, left, up into your shot is exactly how you need to go. Actually, technically speaking, depending on the referee, they may say that you need to be in the air, not on your left foot. Every referee has a different understanding of the actual rules. However, you are allowed 2 steps in every single league in the entire world. FIBA rules, NBA rules, it doesn't matter. If you liked the app that I'm using, make sure to go check it out down in the description below. It's the CoachLens app, and you can get 10% off down there. Make sure to go check out the shooting workout that's down there as well if you're a player and you're looking to shoot the basketball from further away. I hope that this video has helped you. If it has, hit that like button and subscribe. And if you want other prospect videos, make sure to go check out my prospects channel that's down in the description as well. I'll see you guys again in my next video.